Okay, a short video update. Short, yeah, right. Of response to the latest email. Very good stuff. So Tony and I were giving lots of consideration to ideas, and we think we found pretty good ones. So we'll be able to swap these two back, which we really like, because that way this one is higher when you sit. We do have a maximum height 6 feet from this breaker to the floor per code. So what we're going to do is fudge where it's not the subfloor, it'll be the finished tile floor. So that'll gain us an inch. Then we can go up to 6 feet. So when this guy is over here, it'll be 6 feet, 1 inch, and it'll be 6 feet at the finished floor. And so hopefully when he's here and you're sitting here, your head, it's going to be just what it's going to be, because you can't go any higher than 6, and we're going to go 6'1" because we'll be on tile. Now, with this, whether this one was here or this one was moved over, either way, the switches end up, right. Where's the blue switch box? So your switch box, has to be up against this, in that, we're not going to be down here because that's too low. So in order to get it up here, we've got a challenge where the cover plates have a width around the door, and then the switch box itself has a width. So in order to do so, what we're going to do is have a 2x8 come out. This will be able to mount in, so it'll be a spacer plate, this, and then a stud next to it right about here, which is shortening up our door opening. We'll talk about that in a moment. The reason for the 2x8 is, even if you get narrow or thin boxes, we've got to have box. And so unless you want one box at a different height on the other side of the door, but we were talking about standardized heights. But all that means is we just have to have a 2x8 here, which is, I don't see a problem with that at all. It'll just be that it's a 2x4 wall on this side, a 2x8 wall on this side. You open the door, and there's just a little bit of a drywall bit here, as if we had, if we built a built-in closet, there'd be a whole bunch of drywall there. So, but let me know if you don't want that for some reason. So when we do the calculations of the width, go ahead and pull those out, of the spacer, the door cover, framing, and then the framing of this and everything else. When you go across here with a 32-inch door, you need like 34 inches because of the framing around the door and yada, yada, yada. This is going to end up getting moved this way. Hopefully not more than an inch or two. But at the moment, the way we have it is exactly lined up with this. That's slightly different from some previous designs, but with starting there and building stuff, we're just running out of room. I mean, things are a certain width. We can't change them. So we'll go as, close this way as we can build things, and then go the 34 inches and then start a door, 34 meaning the rough size for a 32-inch door. And so this right here may end up getting moved in just a little bit. I don't see any way around that. So the question becomes, when these two are reversed, okay, let's see, Tony, so I wanted to just show you how these line up. So when they're next to each other like this, the bottoms line up and the door openings kind of line up. Go ahead and move it up. When they were next to each other like that, the tops line up, but the door openings don't, and then go ahead and move it down. And when the door openings line up, then those don't, and those don't. Now, let me pause this for a moment. Okay, we temporarily just put the doors on. The reason I paused it kind of dawned on me that it's a moot point, in that those breakers inside are at 6 feet, and we're going to be able to raise them up just a little to get this up because of that code. But the proportion of how this one relates to this one, even though these will be reversed, are going to be exactly this. So we don't have the option of raising this up. That'll put this over the limit we don't, when these are reversed, we don't want to raise this down. That completely ruins the whole reason for reversing them. And so you're pretty much just going to get that, but in a reverse. So the doors will line up, but unfortunately the tops and the bottoms won't. As I mentioned, when we can't really get different size panels, we don't want two long panels because then your head will definitely hit. We can't get two short panels because then we don't have enough, breakers, to run the rest of the house. We got a 200 ampere and a 100 ampere. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but I just wanted to run that by you. Sorry for talking too long again. Trying to think, was there anything else, Tony, we needed to, discuss? Oh, and now, I don't know if I said this on this video or the one I deleted. With the 2x8 wall here, we'll have a lot of space behind these because right now with these here and here, there's no way to transition from up there down into the floor except by going through the box. I'd like to run water pipes, future electrical that doesn't go through the box. I mean, you just don't know what the future will hold. So with a 2x8 wall here, there'll be a nice gap that we can run some big pipes and just block them off up in that little sub attic and down underneath. And if we ever needed, and plus it'd be a really good way when we're bringing our water and we do have to get the water to the second floor. We were thinking of going up inside these walls, but the biggest beam in the house is right there. Not that we can't drill through that beam. It's a monster beam and it would certainly have enough support to drill through, but we might end up getting the water to the second floor because our water line comes in right in here, just up here and over and then up instead of dealing with that. So that's not even been decided yet. Just a good reason to have a nice wide channel there where we can do stuff like that. Okay, thank you. Talk to you guys later.